Alrighty, well, my name's Eduardo Lopez, but everybody calls me Eddie. And I want to thank you, everybody, for giving me the opportunity to share my story. I grew up in a rough neighborhood on 4th and Grand in Santa Ana. Um, Started walking to school young. I think since kindergarten, I would walk to school alone. I would see a lot of people wearing baggy clothes, tattoos on their faces, graffiti on the walls. So I kind of got used to that. Kind of like it felt normal to me. Made me think that that's what I wanted too. And only like I was only in first grade roaming around the streets till like 8, 9, sometimes even 10 at night, hiding from my mom. Sometimes she'll go looking for me in my friend's house with the friends she thought I had, and I'll be somewhere else, hiding. And that was every day, Monday through Friday. Weekends would be worse. And I was just only in the first grade, always out in the streets. Um, when I was in third grade, I got expelled from Santa Ana district because I was being pretty bad. So that caused my family to move to Anaheim for me to go to school in Anaheim. When I moved to Anaheim around that time, my dad got deported. When my dad got deported, that just caused me even more to be more rebellion. He lost his money. He kind of somewhat he was really never there because he was always at work. But him getting deported just basically did it for me. I became more rebellion. When I was in school, I would see other kids with brand new shoes, new clothes, and unfortunately for me, we had no money, so I wouldn't have new clothes. I had to stay. We moved from a three-bedroom nice apartment to a one-room renting at random strangers. Me, my mom, my two sisters, and my brother. So we were pretty crowded, and I wouldn't want to be home. We had roaches. We would have to eat beans and rice every day. So I started going out more and just staying in the streets. I caused my mom a lot of hurt because she would wonder, where is my son? I wouldn't come home sometimes at night. So when I was in sixth grade, I started smoking weed and drinking alcohol every single day. Every single day. I would ditch sometimes. Eventually, I started just ditching every day. I would lie to my mom and be like, "Oh, they must have not wrote me down in the. They must have missed me, but I was there in school. I promise." And she'll be like, "Well, the principal called me again saying you didn't go to school today." And I'm like, "Well, I promise I was at school." By the time I was in eighth grade, I got expelled from Anaheim School District. I had to go to continuation school. It's called Access. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with that one, but I was going to Access, and it was only for 4 hours a day. And I loved it. I'm like, yes, less school for me. Continue drinking, smoking every single day, and eventually I just stopped. I just dropped out of school, like completely. I stopped going to school. When I was 15, I got a DUI, and I was in San Diego, and I got a DUI, and I had a girl pregnant. She wasn't my girlfriend. We were just friends, and she ended up getting pregnant by me. And when I was in Juvenile Hall, I really didn't really care, honestly. I knew I was having a kid, but I was young, and all I wanted to do was, like when I was in Juvenile Hall, I would think, I want to get out and drink and smoke. I can't wait to get out to drink and smoke. So I did. I got out, and I still wasn't there for my daughter. My daughter's born now, and still behaving bad, still drinking, smoking every day in the streets with my friends. And so that would cause me to be in and out of juvenile hall because I was on probation. So I would have violated my probation. I would be in and out of juvenile hall. And then around when I was 17, I kind of, because I got a bigger case, so I did a little bit more time in juvenile hall. I was looking at bigger time. So I started telling myself, I promise when I get out, I'm going to do good, what everyone says. And I got out, and I heard of Orange County Conservation Corps, and I went there. I went to the program. I'm like, well, it's gonna get me on probation. So I finished the program. They helped me get a job. It was through an agency. They still helped me out a lot because I changed my way of speaking, and I was more respectful, I can say. And I thought I was doing good because I stopped hanging out with the bad people I used to hang out with, bad influences. And I was a bad influence myself as well, but I stopped hanging out with the people I was hanging out with. I started working every day, but I still smoked weed and I would still drink. Unfortunately, it led for me getting into trouble again. That put me in prison. Now, when I was in prison, that's when I really snapped out of it. And I realized life is way too beautiful for me to lose my life out there, even though I'm being here, like, it's life is too precious. I have kids. And by this time now, I have two other kids. I met a girl at Orange County Incarceration Court, and she kind of kept me out of trouble. That's why I thought I was doing right, even though I was still smoking and drinking, working every day, taking care of my kids. So in prison, that's when I really reflected and I started praying about it and said, I promise I will start doing good. It's not, I know I promised you already when I was in Juvenile Hall that I was going to do good, but this time it's for real. I didn't know what I was going to do exactly, but I knew I was going to change for the better. So when I got out, started working at Home Depot literally like the first week out. And I thought, oh, I'm doing great. I'm working at Home Depot. I'm doing good. I'm not smoking. I'm not drinking. But then because of my record, or since I'm a felon now, they had to let me go after my 4 months were up. Because due to COVID, they hired me as I wasn't permanent until my 4 months was up. They wanted to hire me permanently and I had to do a background check. And they're like, sorry, we have to let you go because of your background. So that really bummed me out. And I was like, man, I'm done. Like I'm 24 years old. I'm a felon. No one's gonna want me. I have tattoos. So like, I kind of wanted to give up, but at the same time, I have 3 kids, and my girlfriend's telling me, no, you gotta go work. So I was working 3 agencies, and then I reached out to an old friend that I met at OCCC named Serafin Serrano, and he gave me his brother's number, and his brother gave me Miguel Cantu's number. And that's when I called him and he told me all about Hope Builders. I'm like, what's Hope Builders? He explained it to me. Miguel Cantu explained it to me, what they provide, everything you guys provide. And after he explained it to me, I was like after we hung up the phone, I was like, nah, it's too good to be true. Like there has to be a catch. Like I'm a felon, I have experience, but not professional experience or even a resume. So I'm just like, it actually took me about a week to actually apply to Hope Builders because I wasn't convinced. It sounded too good. I was like, there's no way that, there's something that I have to have or something because I didn't believe it. Then I started meeting people. That were like, yeah, I went to Hope Builders and I'm an electrician now, or I'm a carpenter and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh, so it's real. It's legit. They're like, yeah, bro, you should go check it out. So I already had applied. I was actually waiting for them to call me. And then once I started the program, man, that's when I realized that it was exactly what Miguel Cantu told me. Now I know why Hope Builders is called Hope Builders. They gave me hope. They gave me hope again. They taught me a lot of things. They're hands-on school. Mr. P, Ms. Jewel, Alana, everyone I've met in person and through Zoom. Man, everyone I've met there, it's been amazing. They taught me a lot. I've learned a lot. I learned a little bit of electrical, plumbing, framing, carpentry, and they showed me how to be more responsible financially as well and more respectful, I guess. And they prepared me for the field. I feel more prepared than I was last year. There's no words that I can explain for Hope Builders. The name says it all. Man, Hope Builders, it's amazing. It gave me hope again. And I have nothing bad to say about Hope Builders. I would definitely recommend it to everyone I know, especially if they need it, because they've been through rough times like I have and others. Everything I learned there, I'm gonna keep it in heart and I'll never forget no one. It really changed my life around. So yeah, I want to thank Hope Builders because they gave me another opportunity, and I know my dream. I'm not perfect, but I am happy, and I live in a studio right now with my kids and my girlfriend. Small, but my goals are to become an electrician, eventually become a carpenter, own my own house by the age of 30 or 33, give my kids the life I never had, great Christmas and stuff like that, but also show them to be humble and to earn their prices by doing chores. So I really want to thank you guys so much. You guys really. Sorry. you guys really made an impact in my life a lot, and I appreciate it. I see my future. I don't know where I would have been if I would have never joined Hope Builders, but I know where my future is now. And I want to thank you guys very much.